What's going on, Bottom Line viewers? It's Mitch here of the Bottom Line View, here for your New England Patriots versus Tennessee Titans Divisional Round preview. I'm going to give you the in-depth breakdown from both perspectives as a Patriots fan and also as a Tennessee Titans perspective on how they can maybe get the upset over the New England Patriots in this Divisional Round game. This game is going to be played January 13th. This is a primetime game. It's a primetime start at 8:30 Eastern Time. Just to start off with a quick few facts for this matchup, Tom Brady is 6-0 versus Mike Mularkey coached teams. If you're a Tennessee Titans fan, that's not a very good thing going into this game. Tom Brady very much familiarized with Mike Mularkey teams, and during that time against those teams, he has a 13-to-1 interception ratio. Tom Brady is also 6-1 versus the Tennessee Titans, and the Patriots are 20-4 at home in these playoffs with Tom Brady. Tom Brady going for his 35th start in the NFL playoffs. That's absolutely incredible, first off, but that is by far the record. So comparing that to Marcus Mariota, who this is his second playoff start. Now, I personally don't care too much for experience. I've seen a rookie in Joe Flacco beat a veteran in Tom Brady in the playoffs. So really, to me, it's more about execution than it is about experience. And that's what Tom Brady and that's what Bill Belichick were telling their team all week. It's more about the in-game adjustments and the in-game actual execution than it is the experience of the players going into the games. Obviously, it helps to know the intensity and the difference in play between the playoffs and the regular season, but really, at the end of the day, it's who plays better. So, that being said, in their last matchup, Marcus Mariota, this was his rookie season in 2015. The New England Patriots played at home. Very similar situation, although the Tennessee Titans weren't too great of a team. They weren't the playoff team they were now. The Patriots, very similarly, were a playoff team and a contender. Patriots won 33-16 in that game, and Marcus Mariota actually ended up getting injured in that game, which set him back. I believe he actually missed the rest of the season. This was late in the year in 2015. And the last time they played in the playoffs, some people would remember the 2004 divisional game, 17-14 for the New England Patriots. This was the coldest game in New England history when it took place. I think actually the game against the New York Jets this season just broke that record. I believe it was the Jets game. Just broke that record because that game was really cold and it came down to a lot of defense, and it actually was a very close game that came down to a fourth down stop from the New England Patriots. The Patriots are 6-2 at home, and this season the Tennessee Titans are 4-5 on the road this year. 4-5. So the Titans, not a very good road team. The Patriots, a pretty strong home team, but surprisingly a stronger visitor this year. But you know, in this January, in this weather, there's no team that's more equipped to win than the Patriots with Tom Brady at quarterback. Patriots, very hard to stop at home in these playoffs and have basically gone through their home field every time they've won the Super Bowl. There's only a couple of times that they've really had to go on the road. You could probably point those out and put those on one hand, how many times they've had to go on the road and actually were successful and able to make it far. So home field in the playoffs is when it really matters. Now let's get into comparing the Patriots and the schematics of the Patriots offense versus the Titans defense and the Titans offense versus the Patriots defense. Starting with the Patriots offense versus the Tennessee defense. Now, the Patriots and Brady, another quick stat for you as this side of the ball takes shape in this preview. Brady versus Dick LeBeau. Dick LeBeau is a classic Pittsburgh Steelers defensive coordinator. We know that Tom Brady has a lot of success against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and this is a matchup that, and a defense that he's seen throughout his career a lot. And he knows how to throw the ball against his defense, and he's done it efficiently. So whether it's been Tennessee or Pittsburgh, Tom Brady's played Dick LeBeau's defense 8 times. He has a 6-2 record versus that defense, and he has 19 touchdowns compared to only 3 interceptions, with a 68% completion percentage, 2,496 yards, a 110.9 passer rating. Tom Brady has been amazing when facing Dick LeBeau, and Dick LeBeau is going to need to come with different schemes, different blitzes, different zone coverages, different looks to throw off Tom Brady in this matchup, as Brady's pretty much seen it all when it comes to Dick LeBeau's scheme and his defense. But enough about Brady. There's another key player in this game on the Patriots offense that the Tennessee Titans need to pay attention to, and his name is Gronkowski. You could even argue that Gronkowski is the MVP of the New England Patriots this year. The way that they have played without him on offense has not been nearly as effective and good, especially on third down, where they've struggled without him. Gronkowski is almost impossible to stop with one person, whether that's a safety, linebacker, or a corner. Gronk is the toughest mismatch of any player in the NFL. I really don't think there's a doubt about that. There is just no one player that can stop him. So that being said, who will the Titans put on him? How will the Titans scheme to take him away? Will they chip him at the line and then bracket him over top? Will they have one of their safeties like Beard take him? Or will they have a linebacker like Williamson or Woodyard and then maybe another safety over the top, Cyprian maybe? I don't know. Who will be covering Gronkowski? That is a big question, because when we look at the game tape and we look at the statistics of what Kansas City was able to do with Travis Kelce, he was open for a lot of the first half when he was playing. He had 4 catches, 66 yards, and a touchdown in one half. What is Rob Gronkowski going to do to this defense in not only a half but potentially a full game, being with Tom Brady and being in New England and being that this is a playoff game? This is going to be a tough duo to stop. So who covers him? And then also, how do you try and slow him down? And then also, if they're effective slowing him down, that's going to go a long way of the Titans having a chance in this football game. So also looking at the Patriots side of things, when it comes to injuries, they've had a lot of injuries on the offensive side of the ball this year. Marcus Cannon's out for the year. That's not going to change. Julian Edelman is out for the year. That's not going to change. But when it comes to a few guys that have not been playing in a while, they're coming back. Chris Hogan, the number 2 receiver, he's coming back, and he looks healthy for the first time in a long time. And really, if you look at the statistics, you may not see it as a huge upgrade on the field in terms of physical ability. But when Chris Hogan's out there, he gives a different element to this offense. And this offense has proven to be a lot better and a lot more efficient when Chris Hogan has played, especially in the red zone. That's something to pay attention to with Chris Hogan. How effective is he in the red zone as that second option in the red zone behind Rob Gronkowski? The second guy that's back is James White. He plays a big role on third down as a receiver out of the backfield. The Tennessee Titans, not a very good team against running backs when it comes to covering them out of the backfield. You also throw in that Rex Burkhead is expected to be back as well. I would expect a little bit more White on third down, a little bit less Burkhead. He seems to be a little bit more banged up, and the way that Dion Lewis is playing on the first 2 downs has been absolutely massive, as Dion Lewis has been leading the NFL since week number 8 in rushing yards. So Dion Lewis, that carries over, he has been amazing, a monster through the second half of the season, whether it comes to receiving, whether it comes to rushing. He has carried the load, especially the last 4 or 5 games. He has set records for the Patriots, and he's been very, very good. He is not only a guy that can make guys miss in the backfield, and he's shown that he's Pro Football Focus number 2 ranked running back in the entire NFL this year, but also he plays with power. He can run people over, and he gives the Patriots another element, and probably the best all-around running back I've seen the Patriots have in quite some time as a fan. And yeah, the Titans, very good against the run, though. They are number 4 against the run. That is their strength on defense. Are the Patriots going to be able to kind of set the tone with the run? Especially if the weather becomes a factor, or are the Titans going to be able to keep that to the side and just really focus on the passing game? And are they going to be able to take away the running game early on to force Tom Brady, to beat them, which I don't think they want to do, but that is basically, if you make one team, any team in the NFL, one-dimensional, then that's going to allow you an easier time to win the game, obviously. But really, when I'm thinking about it, when it comes to the Titans and the Patriots, I think that the Titans should go out of their way to spend as much time trying to take away the Patriots' passing game. I feel like they should force the Patriots to run the ball. I think that the best chance that any team in the NFL has to beat the Patriots is, especially if you have a good run defense. If you have a very good front four and you have confidence in that front four, allow your front four to eat up those blocks. Allow your front four to beat the Patriots' running game by themselves. Now, I personally think that the Patriots' run game is strong, and I think it's very difficult. I think we've seen in years past you could have done that and gotten away with it. Now, this year, I think the Patriots would still beat you if you just said, okay, we're going to play coverage all game. And Tom Brady's smart enough to be, okay, I'm going to audible to this play, that play, and we're going to run for the yards. But it's an easier death, and it's a slower death, and it affords more time to cause a turnover, get off the field, and it causes more time for mistakes from the Tennessee Titans' point of view of, okay, we can stop them on one or two plays here, and we can cause them to have mistakes instead of, okay, we're going to let Brady and Gronk beat us, which doesn't make a lot of sense because that's their preferred hand. So for me, I want to see the Titans come out, and I want to see them play their front four and just say to the Patriots, hey, Lewis, this run game, can you beat us? We're going to play coverage all game. We're going to clog up the passing lanes, and we're going to do as good of a job as we possibly can of playing coverage against your play actions and your short passing game and your deep passing game. So that would be my answer to how the Titans should attack the Patriots. When it comes to how the Patriots should attack the Titans, I think it's the same. I think the Patriots need to pass the ball a lot in this game, and I think that's what they're going to do. I think the addition of Chris Hogan is going to be big. Personally, I think the Titans, Adoree Jackson has sort of been their number one corner. I think he's going to be playing on Brandon Cooks a lot, speed-on-speed matchup. I think Logan Ryan will probably get Chris Hogan, maybe Danny Amendola in the slot. So those are some interesting matchups to pay attention to, but the Titans do play a heck of a lot of zone coverage. And then, of course, we have the question of who is going to cover Gronk. But I think that, just the Patriots passing the ball. The Titans are not very good against the pass. I believe they rank 25th against the pass this season. They've given up deep plays last week against the Chiefs. And I really felt like they had a kind of a cupcake schedule this year when it came to actual quarterbacks and passing offenses. And even when it came to that, they weren't very good against stopping teams like the Colts or, just not very good passing games or teams. I think that the Titans, in order to win this game, they need to get an effective pass rush. Jurrell Casey needs to get after Tom Brady in the middle. I've seen Joe Thuney this year. He's not very good in pass protection. He's good as a run blocker. He's not the strongest in pass protection. I think the Titans, if they're going to win this game, they need to get pressure from the interior from a guy like Jurrell Casey, who is their best defender, and that's going to be their way around it. But I do see the Patriots kind of scheming around and saying, okay, how would we lose this game? And one of the things would be Jurrell Casey gets in the backfield, and I think that the Patriots will do their best to, in the past, how they've schemed against J.J. Watt and guys like Aaron Donald to try and slide protection to Joe Thuney, take away that potential of them losing the game like that. So it's going to be a lot of different coaching adjustments from both sides, especially the Titans defense, especially Dick LeBeau, to confuse Tom Brady. At the end of the day, I think it's going to be very difficult for the Titans to hold the Patriots offense down. They're a very good offense, especially at home, and I think they're motivated. So it's going to be very interesting to watch this matchup, but I think the Patriots do have the pretty big advantage here. I just wanted to give, some aspects of how the Titans could get after the Patriots and how they could slow them down. As for the other side of the ball, when it comes to Patriots defense versus the Titans offense, I think the number one thing is the Patriots defense needs to stop Derrick Henry. And that's also the number one thing for the Titans. If they want to be effective in this game, if they want to win this game, it's the Titans, it's the run game. Derrick Henry needs to go off. Derrick Henry needs to have 150 to 200 yards for the Tennessee Titans to win this game. For the Tennessee Titans to win this game, they need to hold the ball. They need to have possession. They need to keep Tom Brady off the field. There's no better way than having Derrick Henry run the football. Now, this is also a way, if the Patriots are stopping the run to get in a hole very quickly. I think that the Titans can't just go out there and expect to be one-dimensional and beat the Patriots. The Patriots are going to do all they can and stuff the box and stop the run. They are going to come out and say, Derrick Henry is not beating us today, and that's what they're going to try and do. And if he still beats them, then that's on the Patriots, and they'll find adjustments to try and do better against that. And if you're a Titans fan, if the Patriots are playing bare fronts and they're playing, lots of guys in the box, and you're still running the ball, then you have a very good chance. If the Patriots are playing very weak fronts and they're kind of letting you run the ball a little bit, which I don't think is going to happen, then you still got to be skeptical. But if the Patriots are playing bare fronts and big fronts and a lot of guys in the box, then that is when you can say, hey, we can have consistency running the ball here no matter what. But at the same time, I don't think running the ball is enough to beat the Patriots. I've said it once, I'll say it again. Running the ball isn't going to beat the Patriots alone. You need to have plays from your quarterback. You need to have plays from your receivers. And Marcus Mariota needs to make plays specifically with his legs. Marcus Mariota needs to be able to break containment. He needs to be able to get outside the pocket. And he needs to be able to extend plays to make things happen. Now, the Patriots' pass rush isn't that great, but it can get to you with creative blitzes. It can get to you at times, especially when they're playing against these quarterbacks like Tyrod Taylor and they just look to run. Marcus Mariota, one thing that he does better than a guy like Tyrod Taylor, he looks down the field, and he's very effective at passing the ball while running, to the left or the right. And I think that with that being the case, the Patriots' strength on their defense is their secondary. And no matter how good a secondary is, you can't cover for forever. So if Marcus Mariota is going to beat this defense passing the ball, he's going to have to extend plays to get his guys open, because I don't think there's any individual matchup across the board with the receivers and the tight ends versus the secondary where you can say that the Titans have the advantage. Malcolm Butler, Rashard Matthews. I would say that's Patriots, Gilmore, Corey Davis. I would say that's Gilmore. When it comes to Delanie Walker versus Devin McCourty, Pat Chung, that's probably a draw. You might make a couple of plays there, but that's probably a draw. Across the board, Eric Decker, Eric Rowe, I just think that the Patriots have a very good advantage in the secondary when it comes to matchups, receivers versus corners versus safeties. And then, they are going to have to win it with their run game. They're going to have to win it with Marcus Mariota playing a special football game. And those are the main things to kind of talk about. When the Titans have been successful, they've been able to play that game. And if it's close down to the end, you never know what's going to happen. Also, I think just to help the Titans defense, to help the Titans offense, field position and special teams is going to be massive. They need to win that area of the game. They need to have a couple of turnovers. They need to have some things go there and roll their way. I think that Brett Kern, the punter of the Titans, needs to be huge with the field position battle, and he has been great all year, and he could be. But when it all comes down to it, I look at this matchup, and I just think it's too much for the Titans. I honestly think this game is going to be a blowout. I honestly think that this game is going to be a rough one for Titans fans. I'm not just saying that as a Patriots fan. I'm saying that looking at the matchups, looking at these two teams on both sides of the ball, looking at these players. The Patriots are a team that is especially motivated after these stories that ESPN has put out, and Tom Brady looks pissed, and the Patriots are healthy, and they just have that attitude this week in practice, from all I've read and all I've seen, that they are going to come out and they are going to come out strong. And if you're a Titans team that has very little experience and you're a Titans team that almost feels like you're happy to be there, this is not a good team to be playing in the New England Patriots. I think the Patriots are going to steamroll the Titans in this game. And I'm not just saying that as a Patriots fan again. I just think there's too many mismatches in this game for me to give a Titans a hope. The Patriots, I have winning this game against the Tennessee Titans 38-13. I think the Patriots are going to, at the end of the day, control this game. This game will never be in doubt as a Patriots fan. The Patriots will jump on them from the beginning, and I just don't see the Titans coming into Foxborough and winning this game. They're not a team like the Baltimore Ravens of the past. They're not a Broncos of the past. They're not even a team like the Texans that had a dominant defense. They don't do anything especially really well that concerns me as a Patriots fan, and that as a football viewer that I've seen that they could potentially knock off and get this upset. Now, I was wrong about the Chiefs game. I thought the Chiefs would win that game against the Titans, so that can be said. But let's just say this. If the Patriots are up, whatever it was, 21-3 or something like that, I don't think you're coming back in this game. So that's my opinion. It's Mitch of the Bottom Line View. Hope you guys enjoyed this preview, this prediction video for the New England Patriots versus the Tennessee Titans, a divisional round weekend in the NFL playoffs. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel for more NFL content. Peace out.